Okay, so it's the 4th of June, 8 o'clock in the morning. And this is my monthly ride to work blog. It's a personal blog for myself. I have to log the change of the seasons and what's happened in the last month. So I'm still calling it my ride to work blog, but I'm still furloughed. I've been furloughed for, well, this is my 10th week. Amazing. Been off 2.5 months. Government's paying my wage. Company's topping it up. So, like I was saying, company I work for started trading again 2 weeks ago, more than 2 weeks ago now. The department I work for started trading, or opened up, should I say. So obviously some people have been de-furloughed. I've not heard anything from them. I'm a bit miffed by it. I thought once they'd opened up, they would have phoned round everyone, just explaining the situation to people, but they haven't. So obviously they must have contacted the ones that have been de-furloughed. Not that I'm bothered. I mean, I don't mind being off as long as possible. I think what they're trying to do is keep people off so the government pays the wages. It's cost they don't want to be paying if the business is not 100%, which is fine. I just wish they would have phoned around letting people know what were happening. I do expect, well, I say I've not heard anything from them. We get a whoa. We get a weekly blog post from the managing director, and he has stated that within the first month the stuff I do won't go back to normal, so I might be off for a month after they open, so it could still be another couple of weeks before I go back, but who knows. As for the disease itself, like I've said before, I've never really been convinced there should have been a lockdown. I'm just, yeah, I know I sound like a Trump supporter, trust me I'm not. Can't believe anyone could be that stupid, but anyway, I've never believed in a lockdown. Take precautions, sure, against the vulnerable and stuff, but really pay for the NHS. We need taxes coming in, and we need a functioning economy. We've used, what they're saying, more than £100 billion. Prop everything up. I think they could have just used it like as an enhanced sick pay or something for when people fell sick. And also, I know this is a bit pseudo-sciencey, but I always feel if you get the disease in, well, okay, no one seems to know whether you get, if you've had the disease, whether you're immune to it afterwards, or whether you just have resistance for so long, whatever. But my view is if a lot of people got it within the first month or so, if a lot of people got it within the first few months, there would have been a block of people that were resistant to it. I just think it would have been more effective. Sure, a lot of people would have died over a shorter period of time, I just think in the long run it would have worked out the same amount of deaths. You know, at least we would have had at least a bit of an economy. You know, like I say, the government needs taxes coming in to pay for the NHS and all the equipment it needs. So when I go to work this way, I'd normally turn right at the bottom down here after going through the roundabout. So I'm actually going to turn left. So the weather for May has been really nice. A couple of cold days, but mainly been really warm. Last week of May we had an heat wave. Only yesterday weather broke. It's been in 20s for the last week or so. But yesterday it just rained and it was down by a good 10 degrees. I mean, today's overcast. Don't know whether it's going to rain. I think it's forecast showers today. It's about 12-13 degrees. Well, the computer's saying 11 degrees, if you can see that. So yeah, we've had a really good May. Yeah, so I'm not going to work, am I? So once I've gone through that roundabout, so through those subways, I would have turned right normally, gone across the road. But because I'm not going to work, I'm just doing a short loop so I can do this vlog. They opened the lockdown rules and let you drive out to places to do exercise. Been going out to Ladybower, done a few trails out there, been quite good. Don't like the rocky stones out there though, they're really big rocks, loose gravel, well it's not gravel, the big stones. Like, it's just pain in the arse to cycle over. Well, I've done a couple of trails out there. But my brake, yeah. Some of my other videos I've complained about bike clicking from the drivetrain. Seems to have rectified itself. I did take the free hub off and lube it a bit. But initially it didn't seem to make a difference, but now it seems to be fine. The brakes are my biggest problem. I've gone down some pretty airy downhills when I was going around Ladybower, and the front brake especially, once it gets really rocky and you're going downhill, just fades. There's air in it basically. I know what's wrong with it. Air in it. I've not changed the fluid since I got the bike. I cycled it all through winter and rain and everything, mud, so it might be contaminated as well, the fluid in the brake. You'd have thought, because I've been off more than 2 months, that I would have done sorted stuff like this out, but I procrastinate, don't I? But I've just got a bleed kit from Chain Reaction. I've never done anything like that before, but I wasn't going to pay someone to do something so basic. The problem I do have with it is I can't really hold the bike. You've really got to take your wheel off so you don't get contaminants on the disc and the pads and stuff. Although they change the pads in front brake anyway. So it's hard to hold the bike up when I've took the wheel off. You might re-grease the headset bearings as well. All the rhododendrons are out. We've had all bluebells, they've gone over now. Trees are in full leaf. Seeing new chicks coming out of the nests. Yeah, I think they've opened golf courses as well. People are out fishing as well on fish ponds. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say about the coronavirus as well. They're opening everything up, but this is the point I'm trying to make. They're opening everything up now. We can all go back to work. Our companies want us. Shrine doesn't seem to want me. Good. But we can all go back to work and everything. But there's still as much coronavirus in the country as there were on 24th of March. So, like I say, why the lockdown? In fact, there's probably a greater spread of coronavirus now than what there were on 24th of March. So why didn't they just do this, what they're doing now on the 24th of March, would save the lockdown. Which to me just sort of proved my point. funny as well, you know, Google Photos, they send you these, see what you're doing 2 years ago business. Like I say, end of this May, it was 20 degrees, sunny and everything. Google sent me one of these yeah, so Google sent me one of these reminders to see what I was doing 2 years ago. And we're up in Mulkintyre, and the weather was exactly the same. Mid-20s, bright sunshine. The only time Scottish beaches were any good. And it were empty as well, beach hour on. So, that was my monthly ride to work video, 4th of June. Should I say monthly ride to work furlough video. So it's really just a loop I've done. The dunk out.